The next thing I'd like to talk about is what Acumatica calls workspaces. So for this workspace, I'm going to go to receivables. You can see a couple different things here. We have the blue boxes up top, which are called tiles. The tiles are very useful for adding parameters or conditions to a screen. So I can actually say new invoice or new sales order or new credit memo, and I can actually pass those parameters to that box, which is all personalizable for the company, that their system administrator can actually publish these out to everyone in the company, limit access, and even allow the users to personalize for themselves. The next step in here that we want to talk about is the menu item. So the menu item are what's going to drive us to our transaction screens, to our profile screens, to different process screens. You can see we have inquiries and reports and how it's all kind of breaking up for the user. So what we're seeing now is a quick menu. To continue with this particular screen, I may only want to use these kind of things on an everyday basis, but there still is more screens, more reports related to my receivables. So I can actually do my show all, and now it's allowing me to see everything that's related to that module or that workspace that's assigned by my system admin. Another item that I have the ability to change is, do I want to see this on my left side panel here? I can actually unpin this so that it's no longer there, and I can now access it only from the more items. And then I can also repin it so that it's back in my view here. Now, a little additional feature for my show less, show more functionality is my configuration, where I can actually, as a user, say, well, I never really look at credit terms or sales prices. I don't want to touch the write-off on a daily basis. I still want to see them, but I don't want them right in my screen every time I open that. So now when I exit that and I go to show less, you can see now that information has disappeared on a personal user experience, not the company experience. So the next thing that I wanted to mention were these stars. So the stars allow the user to add a favorite, just like you would in Chrome or Firefox, and you can kind of bookmark that as your own working workspace. So I can either favorite tiles, or I can favorite the actual menu items. So if I go back to here and I say I want to kind of have this process on my favorite screen, click that, and I come back, and now I have my print invoices memos under my receivable area on my favorite screen.